5 in the afternoon. It's Courtney. Does she know that she's here? But look at those ankle socks. Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. I need to learn how to read. I'm so keep I like jostled my bosoms out of place. I did not do it! That sounds like me when I play the recorder. You can't tell the difference, can you? But being gay. Hello, everybody. I'm still scrambling. I don't know where I put my phone. I have to go find it in a minute. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Babbling, Courtney, Brooke, where I babble all of my thoughts at you on the internet or whatever it is. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about some things. I'm like out of breath. I'm trying to think of where I put my phone. I think I know where it is. I gotta go get it. Okay. Anyway. So some court stuff happened. Did I want to talk about it? But before we get into it, let's say hello to everybody. Carry on! And Courtney Russ, hello. Vengeance Demon, hi, I'll be asleep when you're streaming because UK time is gay, but have a lovely show. Oh, man. You need to get a different schedule. It's terrible. Hi, Saw, hello. And AV Tom, hello. RPC Music, yes. And good night, Mister. Hello. Yeah, the official theme song of WrestleMania. I should actually add a clip of Taylor Shabusiness into the intro. Hello. Isabella Live. Hi, Morgan. Hello. Yes, the dogs are here. They Chungus and Penelope just got back from the vet. I forgot Chungus's government name when I got there, and it was very embarrassing. Whoops. Bree the Booker's here, you guys. Hello. Okay, so here's the thing. Give me a second. I have to go find my phone. I need to charge it. It was like dying, and I plugged in the charger, and then I was like, wait, where's the phone, though? Whoops. So, 1 second. Okay, I found it. And Chunk has got up. Come here, Chunk. Hi. Come here. No. Ugh. Jeez. The vet did tell me that she needed to lose some weight. I cannot use the excuse that she is just living a comfortable life. She needs to lose weight. So, you want your Band-Aid off? They said we can take it off. There we go. There you go. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, Chongus needs to lose some weight. Poor Cricket had to spend a whole whopping like 30 minutes at home alone. Was it 30 minutes? It might have been like a little bit longer than that. Poor thing. But yeah. So on that note, let's say hello to our friend. Man, I really do need to like have this in a separate folder or something now.
All right. It is one of these, We're off the record.
Good to see she's doing well. And speaking of court, big update, Lori Vallow was found guilty. Is anybody surprised? Hold on. That's just Lori Vallow was found guilty. Is anybody surprised? So I guess in Arizona, when there is a a murder trial, there's also an what do they call it? It's like an aggression phase or something like that. They essentially have to then break down like the like how aggressive it was or whatever. Like I don't know the exact details, but yeah, Lori was not too pleased. She's pissed. It's funny because like hey, what's going on with this light? It keeps like turning itself off for some reason. Give me an attitude. Okay. So she hates the food in Arizona jail. And so she wanted to like hurry up and get back to the Idaho prison. I mean, I guess she doesn't really realize though that jail in general is just worse than prison. And so it's going to be like that anywhere anyway. And like, babe, you're doing 400 years in prison in Idaho. It doesn't matter. I don't think you're going to end up making it to Arizona prison. You have to serve your Idaho sentence first. But yes, that is our update for Lori Vallow. She was found guilty of murdering Charles Vallow. What a horrible person. A horrible, horrible person. And you know what makes me mad when I found out, like during watching that trial, is that it was blatantly obvious that she was involved. There were just so many different things that was like, wait a minute. She was a part of this. Like this was on purpose. This wasn't a scuffle. Like there weren't even any signs of like any type of struggle because she was saying that it was the brother was acting in self-defense because Charles attacked him or whatever, and that's why he shot him. But like it was obvious that the final shot in his chest, he was already laying down on the ground. Like there was like the floor was affected by the bullet, but the injury even showed that he was already like flat on the ground. So like that's not self-defense. You shoot somebody and they're already like down for the count. Going after like unless they're getting back up and coming after you, right? But he was not doing that. He was laying down on the ground. If they're laying down on the ground, that's not self-defense. And they did not investigate that at all. They didn't investigate her trying to get the life insurance immediately. And it just is so frustrating because not only did it take way too long for Charles's family to get justice, but in the meantime, she killed her kids. And they could have kept their lives if she went to prison sooner. It's very frustrating. I mean, even Tammy probably could have kept her life. Maybe Chad would have changed his mind. Like, oh, my lady's going to prison. I guess I'm not going to leave. I don't want to leave my wife for this woman anymore. I'll just stick with my marriage then. So, honestly, like Jodi Arias, she's the one that she murdered her boyfriend. I think she would have gotten away with it if she wouldn't have been calling the investigators every single day asking if she could help them. She also left the camera behind with the pictures of her murdering him. Anyway, all I'm saying is Arizona investigators don't really care. And you could probably get away with murdering somebody out there. It's what it seems. This is like out of control. Excuse me while I blend a little bit. This, yeah, my nose is just meant to look like not good or something. I don't really know. Blend, blend, blend. Oh, are you sleepy? Hi. I love you. You're very cute. That's a sweet dog. So yes, so Lori Vallow, she has been found guilty of murdering her husband. And that trial was hilarious. I didn't even watch the whole thing, but just the highlights of the stuff that was going on. And it's just when she was cross-examining the lady that went on a date with Charles, like because they were separated. Oh my God, that was just so funny. Oh, did you spend the whole date talking about me? Don't flatter yourself. Oh, amazing. It was just so funny. Oh, so you like to date married men? It was just too much. It was too much. Oops. It's funny. I didn't realize how easy it was to hit the wrong button on a soundboard. I used to laugh at people that would do that, and I've done it a few times now. Whoopsies. In my defense, though, it is a digital soundboard. It's like it's not like a physical one. Sometimes I'm just trying to click on a different window and I accidentally click the wrong window. I don't know. I like that one a lot. Honey, don't. I cleared my throat and Chongus just flipped out. Like she was sleeping and she woke up because I honey, it's okay. Perfectly acceptable to clear your throat. It's okay to cough. Chongus tried to jump off of the table at the vet today. That was scary. Thankfully, she didn't bite anybody. While we were waiting, somehow Penelope undid her leash on her harness. I don't know how she did it because I had her already like tucked into her baby carrier, and she wanted to go explore, and she was still attached to her leash then. And then she hopped up and like sat next to me. And as she was panting, suddenly her leash was no longer on her. And I was like, excuse you. How did you do that? Rude. So, but no biting. They were going to try and do like their vaccines in the room with me because they were afraid that Josie was going to bite. Penelope's being bad. I know she thankfully wasn't like terrible bad. She was still like okay. And the doctor was very much like about to take her home. She's like, oh my God, she's so cute. She's so cute. What a cute dog. Oh my God, I love her. I love her so much. I'm like, you've been looking at dogs all day long, ma'am. You've just been like at it with animals all day. But she was still just obsessed with Penelope. And at one point, she was like, you're cute too, Josie. And I was like, oh no. That's worse than not even acknowledging her. No, don't do that. My poor baby. You're the best. You're my beautiful loaf of bread. You're perfect. You guys, I don't have any socks on. I always have socks on. I don't have any socks on today. Something bad's going to happen, isn't it? What was I just doing? I don't know. Oh, this is what I was gonna do. Hmm. Okay. So, Karen Reed. Anyone caught up with that? Karen Reed. It looks to me, a lot of people are saying this is already a slam dunk. Like she's definitely going to be found not guilty. It seems to me a lot of people's testimonies are changing. Hey, Keymax. Hello. It seems to be that some testimonies are changing. I'm looking up Turtle Boy's account right now because he was doing a lot of live updates. Whoa, he's mad. We'll just scroll on through together. Peggy O'Keefe is up. Okay. Peggy O'Keefe is up next, which means I must leave the courtroom due to a court order. Peggy is not named victim in any of the indictments, but for some reason she was included in Judge Canoni's order, which will be filing a motion to amend. Dude, Judge Canoni is a terrible person. Okay, like one of the things that happened today that was just like, oh, what was it? It was something. Oh, the Commonwealth, the prosecution, as they were asking questions during direct examination, he stopped. He asked, "Do you mind if I lead a little bit?" You are not to ask leading questions when you are direct examining. Like if you're up, okay, so like essentially the way that a court the way the court trial happens, right, is the person with the burden of proof, right? So in a civil suit, it would be plaintiff. In criminal, it would be prosecution, right? They're up first, and it's their case first, and they do their opening statements. The defense can also do their opening statement, or they can wait until the other party rests their case. And then it's their witnesses. They call their witnesses and they do, an examination, direct examination. And then the other party comes up and they do cross examination. So on cross, you can ask leading questions, but when it's your witness, you can't ask leading questions. So when he asked, "Can I lead a little bit?" And then Judge Cononi was like, "Yeah." I'm like, what? And this was also after the day before when the witness was clearly not telling the truth about a video that they were reviewing. He was like, can you hear this? Did they say this? Da, 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 da. And so it was the defense was doing cross. And so he's like, well, let's play the video again. Judge Canoni says, we're not going to watch the video again. Why not? Why can't we watch the video again? Auntie Bev. Bad person. She is trying to get Karen Reed locked up for this. I'm sorry, but I already watched the last trial. There's no friggin' way in hell that she clipped a dude and sent him. What was it? They said that like he basically like she clipped him. Okay, she's reversing her car, all right, out of a driveway. She's not on the Autobahn, okay? She's not going like 90 miles an hour. She's reversing her car out of a driveway. And they're claiming that she hit him just with the back, like the corner of the car. Okay. Not the whole back, just the corner of it. And it somehow sent him upside down and pirouetting and then flipped over. What kind of a freaking car do you think she has? She has a Lexus, okay? It's basically a Toyota. Think you're just going to tap on the gas and immediately go 60 miles an hour and kill somebody with it? No. I'm going to tell you right now. Somebody who is slowly rolling over somebody isn't going to kill them with their car. A person can withstand a small amount of car damage to their body. Small amount. I would say reversing out of your car, reversing out of a driveway, yeah, you're going to be fine. It's not going to kill him. Especially if you clip part of his body. You didn't even run him over. You just clipped him. So Judge Cannone needs to resign. She's a terrible person. Most of the Commonwealth needs to go. There's a huge corruption when it comes to the Alberts and the McCabe's. But Aiden Kearney, Turtle Boy, he's been doing a lot of really good updates. And that was a big thing. Okay, so notice in every dash cam video, Jennifer McCabe is talking to a cop, moving her arms around. Karen Reed is the only person showing genuine emotion and shock. Jen didn't give a fuck about John. She only cared about controlling the narrative. That is true. Her testimony from the last trial was awful. I really should have been paying more attention to this. He posted a lot of updates. Oh, somebody brought buffalo chicken dip. I wish I was there for that. Oh, the ARCA stuff. I need to figure out what's going on with that. Hank Brennan says he received 99 text messages between Dr. Wolf and the defense team and 6 text messages between Dr. Rentschler and the defense. He says this doesn't reconcile with what he believes he should have received from them. He believes they spoke more. This is just like the whole trial. Sorry, the whole Karen Reed trial is like mind blowing to me. Also, just with the first trial, it blows my mind that there's a hung jury on any of the charges simply because the investigation was clearly botched. It was very obviously botched. They collected blood in Solo cups. They were collecting evidence in Solo cups and in grocery bags. That's not how you investigate. That's not how you collect evidence for anything. That's not how you run an investigation. I'm not even an investigator, and I'm going to tell you right now that is not how you do that. So unprofessional. And just with like Trooper Proctor. Does anybody know what happened with those Trooper Proctor texts when he was talking about, like, he was texting his buddies and talking about how he was disappointed because he couldn't find any nudes of Karen Reed, and he was complaining about her body and just shit talking and talking about how, like, she's calling her retarded, which is a term of endearment around here. But he was also talking about how she was see you next Tuesday and how she deserved to rot in hell and all this stuff. Another thing also, well, first of all, when you're an investigator, it's actually like, you can't just draw a conclusion like that. She did it and then work your way backwards. You have to ask all of the questions and leave no stone unturned. And they left a lot of stones unturned. They didn't even go into the house. A dead person was found on the lawn. Okay. They didn't even investigate the house. They didn't go into the house at all to investigate anything. And then also, let's go back to the evidence of, like, the cell phone and how the temperature of the cell phone didn't drop until way later. Like they're claiming that he was freezing cold. He basically died in the cold because she ran him over. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't that she ran him over. That she hit him and knocked him out. Apparently, I guess that's what it was. I don't even know because none of it makes sense. But then he died. Long to die in the cold. Hey, Shannon, a term of endearment. It is a term of endearment. We're all retarded here. It's true. Yeah, found on the lawn, which that was another thing too. How many witnesses completely missed it? It was what the not snowblowers, but those things. Oh yeah, he was in the snow with the snow on his face. Wasn't Jen McCabe trying to say something about how she had to brush the snow off of his face or whatever? It was something weird. None of it makes sense. And nobody, everyone, they all had different things to say that did not line up with the others. Doggo is awake. Which one? Was that you? Chungus is very tired right now. She just got the snowplows. Thank you. I'm retarded. Yeah, the people that were plowing the snow, they didn't see him. I think there was a trash collector too, right? There were multiple people that were yeah, when we went by at this time, we didn't see him there. But somehow he had been there for hours and that was how he died. I just can't believe that there's a retrial. I can't believe there's a retrial. But the dude, the fireman yesterday with the lies that he was telling, was already okay. So also, okay, rewind. The Commonwealth really pushing this whole, oh, she said I hit him, is I don't know if I'm a juror, I'm going to be thinking okay, so that was an accident. I don't really know if I really find her guilty of anything. I hit shit all the time. I don't know what's going on. Come on. They were all hammered. That's what sometimes shit like that happens. When you're all getting hammered. If you don't want to get hit by a car, don't be getting hammered and getting other people hammered that are going to be driving. I think it's a pretty fair thing to warn people of. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if she actually did hit him, I highly doubt if she knew that she hit him, that she would have gone home and then come back. Okay, you leave and you think you might have hit something. And if you hit a person, you know that you hit a person. You don't just drive away and then later be like, well, I hit him. No, I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. If she did hit him, I think she would have taken the DUI and called the police right then and there instead of going home and then be like, where are you? And then coming back and be like, oh my God, he died. What? She didn't even know where he was. So if she knew that she hit him at that house, how did she not know that he was at the house? What if they listen to MC Hammer? MC Hammer time. Well, then they need to update their playlist. And come on, I get it. They're from a different era, okay, or from a different time. How old are they? Wait, are they my age? Are they in their 40s? I don't even know how old any of these people are. But maybe we will watch some of this trial. It's a mess. The whole trial is a mess. I did watch Peggy O'Keefe's testimony today. It was very heartbreaking. It was very sad. It's very upsetting that two of her kids. I don't know how many, or if she even has other kids, but they're both dead. Like, imagine you two of them. Well, they're still pretty young. Like, oh, that's just awful. That's just so sad. That's really, really sad. So it was really sad to watch her testimony. It's very heartbreaking, but yeah, maybe we'll watch part of the trial, because the whole thing is an absolute mess. And honestly, like, half the time I'm having a hard time keeping up with whatever the hell is going on in the trial. What up, Paul? I never watched the first trial, and I haven't missed a minute of this one. I'm not sure what happened, but it wasn't second-degree murder. Oh, buddy. I watched bits and pieces of the last trial, like basically like the highlights of it, if you will. Because the Trooper Proctor text messages are disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I can't, just that alone, I would have been like, no, I'm sorry. But the Trooper Proctor, which, by the way, why is no one calling him Chupacabra? No one's calling him Chupacabra. That's not his nickname? That's stupid. Trooper Proctor, I mean, has since been demoted. I think he was let go. But he gone. He bye-bye. But the text messages that were entered into evidence for the trial are, that in itself, if I was a juror, I'd have been like, nothing else matters to me. He messed up. He completely, there's no way that you can tell me that there was anything honest in this investigation if that guy is speaking that way about the person that they're investigating. Nope. There's nothing. No. You can't tell me that anything done here is in good faith at all. She's not guilty, because I know for a fact that if she was guilty, none of this would have happened. Oh, shit. I'm obsessed with this. Okay. Sorry. Frankie McDonald. So there was a group chat that I put together for episode 69 when we had, a lovely panel of friends on, and Frankie was here for a brief time. He has been updating that group message, that group chat with some very cool stuff. Oh no, it's for the chill zone. I thought the chill zone was gone. He says the cardboard cutout of Frankie McDonald is back at Sydney, Nova Scotia boardwalk just this evening. It's back. We need to update this though, because the chill zone's gone. Did Popeyes take over the chill zone? Yeah, we update this. We needed to update the Twitter logo because it's X now. And the chill zone no longer exists. But look at his hands. What's in his hands? Why isn't Frankie a Mary Brown's fan instead? I don't know. He's in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Do they even have one? I don't even know. Do they have a Mary Brown's in Sydney, Nova Scotia? I don't think he's ever left Sydney, Nova Scotia. He just hangs out at Dooley's and now Popeyes. Courtney couldn't fit her big head through one of those holes. Hey, what the hell? Are those cutouts? I can see people flipping off the camera through those holes. Are they cutouts? Is that what it is? Hold on. Let's bring that back up. Oh. Ding dong. Yeah, I think those are cutouts. Yeah, that would make sense because it fits with what's happening behind him. Here I was like, why did he insist on having a piece of a building just in his hand? Oh, silly me. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful, huh? So if I put my head through there, then he's holding my head. I love him. Yes, I'm blessed with getting wonderful updates from Frankie McDonald, letting me know what's going on in his life. It's beautiful. This is what I've been always wanting. This is what I always wanted. I vote Frankie for one of wait, sorry, I'm dumb. I vote Frankie for manager of Popeyes. Me too, hopefully. You put your head in one of those holes to take a picture. Oh, are you saying that my head can't fit through the hole because I have a huge head? I'm just I'm misshapen and what's the word? You know what? I don't know the word. I'm too dumb. I need to stop trying to focus on other things while talking. But the Karen Reed trial is corrupt. I'm blown away that people think that she is guilty. I'm blown away that people think that there's nothing corrupt about what happened with the McCabe's, with the Alberts, or with the investigation. This never should have gone to trial ever, at all. And thank God Karen Reed has been financially stable enough to afford her defense, because I mean, this has got to be just draining her bank account. There are other people that go through things like this that don't get that aren't as lucky. And oh my God, it's a pain. I don't have anything articulate really to say about it. I just figured, you know what, let's just talk about it a little bit, and as the trial goes on, maybe we will watch part of it, because it's so corrupt. Maybe we'll watch part of the last one. Maybe we'll watch the last one and really enlighten ourselves on how terrible the Commonwealth is in Massachusetts. Can you please quickly summarize the case? I don't know who she is. So Karen Reed was dating a man named John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe was a police officer, and he was on a police force with some pretty corrupt people. One night, there was a group of people. John O'Keefe and Karen Reed were part of this group of people. There was also some people from the McCabe family. Jennifer McCabe is a big one that sticks out. And there was Brian Albert and his wife. The McCabes and the Alberts have like deep roots in this part of Massachusetts. And they have a long history of being a part of like law enforcement. And so they've essentially been able to get away with murder, really. Since the family essentially like originated in this area in Massachusetts. John O'Keefe also had a long history of being friends with these people, and they were very cliquey. So when he started dating Karen Reed, they didn't want her. They didn't like her. They wanted to shun her. She wasn't one of us, and treated her like absolute garbage, to the point where even his mom was awful to her. When they went to the hospital to because I guess they were still actually treating him. So he didn't, apparently he wasn't actually dead yet. But they were treating him for hypothermia. And the mom got to the hospital, saw Karen Reed, and asked, "What is she doing here?" As if her boyfriend wasn't at the hospital. How dare you want to be at the hospital where somebody you loved is being treated? Sorry, Peggy, but you're a dumb bitch. I feel bad for you that two of your kids have passed away. This is devastating, but you're a dumb bitch. why would you treat, like, he loved her. He chose her. Their relationship wasn't perfect, but you can't, like, I like the chat and said briefly, and here I am just going off on a tangent. But to be that shitty, and for what reason? Why are you being this shitty to her about her? Why? Because you're shitty. I don't know what she did that made everybody hate her so much, but from what I've gathered, she's not that bad. She's just not one of you. But yeah, so at about 6 a.m., 911 was called because John O'Keefe's body was found on the front lawn of, I think it was the Albert's house, right? And so people theorize that when Karen Reed left the house, that she hit him and he died in the snow. Jan McCabe Googled at 2:27 a.m. Haas Long to die in the cold, and then she deleted it. And then claimed when they found the search, she claimed that she was sleeping, so she couldn't have done it. And that she did search for it, but it was at 6 a.m. The time was wrong or something stupid. Haas Long to die in the cold, bitch. What it appears to me is that there were some people there after Karen Reed left the house. There's some people there that beat the shit out of John O'Keefe and then dumped him in the snow and then claimed that he got hit by a car and then died in the cold. I have some super chats to address. Hold, please. Courtney Russ with the $4.99. Hold on. Where's my soundboard? Help. All right, everyone, let's show Courtney some love. Yes. Give me all your money. Give me all your money. Okay. And Matt Stan with the $5. Me thinks you have a very well-proportioned head. Don't at me, dog. Chat and Ask thinks that I have a misproportional head. But yeah, so this is actually the second trial because the last trial, the jury was hung. But unfortunately, there were 3 charges. And there were 2 charges that they both agreed that there were 2 charges that they agreed she was not guilty on, but they were hung on the second charge. And they failed to properly communicate that. And so they're retrying her on all the charges instead of just the one. And afterwards, like, they actually came forward and told the prosecution and the defense, like, actually, this is what happened. We just didn't know what to do because the jury instructions, it was all like really confusing for them. Judge Canoni refuses to update the paperwork because she is a horrible person. And KFD, until I can figure out the Google Wallet thing, this is all I've got. I think you're just making it up. I think he's pretending not to know because I'm stupid and I've figured out Google Wallet very quickly. I think he's just making it up. Here's the thing. That's fine. Don't give me money if you don't want to. You don't have to give me money if you don't want to. But here's, I don't know what I should say. There's a lot that I have to keep secret. I don't know exactly, but essentially, I need to go to the East Coast in June. And I need you guys to give me money for it. That's terrible. When I'm allowed to actually give more details, I think I'm going to actually do a fundraiser, like a Give Send Go fundraiser, to go out there. But I really want to go do this really bad, and I'm going to be really sad if I can't make it because of money. But like, unfortunately, I do not have the money to be traveling anywhere at all. And like, I have no clothes at all that I'm even comfortable in. I'm like, I would like to get at least like a new pair of shorts that don't give me like 57 57 rolls on in my gut because my pants were too tight. Maybe a new swimsuit because there's going to be a pool. Go where to the trial? Oh no. Well, the trial is not. I guess that is on the East Coast. No, I have to keep most of it secret because the thing is that the dates are like tentative right now. There's certain things that are not set in stone, and so there's only a handful of people that know about it because it's the handful of people that are going to be a part of it. And I was told, I don't care what you wear every day. Good night, mister. I don't want to wear that. I want to be comfortable. I'm glad that you desperately want me to be uncomfortable all the time, but I don't want to be uncomfortable all the time. So I'm going to choose to be comfortable. And if wanting to buy a $12 pair of shorts that fit me is too much to ask, then please don't support this then. So anyway, there are certain things that are still up in the air, and so I can't give out too many details. It's just that for this, yes, it would be nice to have like something that's not 100 years old as far as clothes are concerned. Maybe some clothes that actually fit. Then also, a plane ticket. Maybe a little spending money so I can, feed myself. But the dog situation will be under control. I already have that. That's not an issue. So that part we won't have to worry about. But I just need to be able to like get there. Maybe have some money for like an Uber, to get like to and from the airport because I don't know if I'm going to have a ride to the airport. Good fitting clothes are important. It's nice to have clothes that like you feel good in. Like it doesn't good night, mister. I'm about to fucking time you out. I don't give a shit about what you have to say because you're clearly dismissing my concerns and you don't care at all about my concerns. I care about what I wear, and that matters more to me than what other people think. I want to be comfortable in the clothes that I wear, and I'd like to wear clothes that fit. Excuse me. And again, if that bothers you and that's too much to ask, then don't fucking contribute. I don't want you to contribute if it bothers you that much that I would like to have one pair of shorts that fit me. See, and KFD understands. No one deserves to dress like a hobo. Yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm dressed like a hobo. All right, we got our first clue. There's an airport nearby. What are you talking about? There's an airport nearby? Nearby what? Me or where I want to go? I already said I'm trying to get a trip to the East Coast. Oh my God. And I just sit here. Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. Super chat. Super chat. Give me all your money. 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 I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money.
I wish somebody were funding me. I'm poor.
That was worse than I originally expected. Figure out what you're doing or going. I already said I'm just trying to get I'm trying to get to the East Coast in June. Is she taking a dump? No, the dogs wanted to go into the living room. I went let them go in the living room. And then as I was coming back, they wanted to come back in. So I let them back in. And then they wanted out again. Like right as I was like every time the clip ended, I had to go back and open the door. I was like, oh my God, these dumb dogs. I don't know why, but watching Chungus jump down from nothing made me giggle. Yeah, she jumped off of nothing. Oh, that does have to look really stupid. I need new clothes as well. Lots of weight with lost lots of weight with carnivore. Wow, I can't talk at all. Yeah, and I got fat. I'm fat. I've gained weight, and so I don't have clothes that fit properly. Like I don't want to be just only in sweatpants all the time. Like that is just uncomfortable. Oh, sorry. I just found a 9/11 post. Oh no. Me and my 9/11 posts. Okay. So the Karen Reed trial is no wait, I don't want this. Oops. I want this. The Karen Reed trial is beyond corrupt. Can we just go? Come on, Twitter. Get your shit together. Thank you. Okay, someone's not listening yet again. Make an Amazon list of things you want. We can all contribute. I said I will do a give, send, go when I am allowed to actually disclose what is happening. We just raise funds so I can get a plane ticket. We have a little money. Maybe get a swimsuit and a crop top. Maybe a pair of shorts. That's the other thing. I'm not even asking to talk about like I need to buy a whole new wardrobe. Literally all I want, I was like just thinking, okay, maybe I can get a pair of shorts that I can be comfortable in. Jesus Christ. And then have a little spending money so I can eat while I'm there for a couple of days. So make a list of things that you will do for money. I don't know. Maybe I should start hula hooping again. I just feel like I need to lose. You know what? I need to raise money for some liposuction for June. Okay, another person who's not listening. How would make a Courtney a GoFundMe? I said I'm going to set up a give, send, go when I'm allowed to actually say out loud what it is. I might even use the blurb that Eliza Blue used when she did a GoFundMe for her self-care trip. What did she say for her self-care trip? Should we pull it up? Does anybody know? How did we find it? I've never looked anything up on GoFundMe. Maybe I'll look it up later. So, Paul's leaving us for the Dodgers. And give Courtney all your money. Give me all your money. Give me all your money. Are you going to visit Christy on the East Coast? I'm going to visit a few people on the East Coast. And another thing I was thinking is that because it's supposed to be for like 4 days. But what if I made it a little bit longer so that I could actually visit a few other people and do and also just like be able to actually spend actual time? Never mind. I don't want to say too much. Or maybe I can go to Pennsylvania and visit Olga. but I wouldn't be able to do it if I'm going for these 4 days. So, or however many days it's supposed to be. So anyway, once I get the green light, there will be a give, send, go. Oh, hey, breeds in Pennsylvania too. Come to Florida. See, and then what if I raise even more money? So then after we do all of this, and then I hang out with my friends and all that for like a week or two, then I go down to Florida and then I go see Shannon. And then I can also see Mike Harlow. What a combination that would be. Me, Shannon, and Mike Harlow. So now we have to plan like the whole month of June for me to go out. So I can go to New York for like 2 weeks. Maybe Tony and I can actually get married. I feel like when Tony said that he was going to have to pick up my wedding dress, I immediately thought that he was going to just put me in a white burqa. Oh, wait, he said that it was going to be at Sandy Hook, though. But yeah, so I go out there, maybe wear a white burqa. We don't know, but do the thing. And then I hang out with my friends for a little bit. Maybe go to Pennsylvania for a couple of days, see Olga. I want to be able to like do some collabs also. Like I want to be able to do like some collabs, but then also have like some downtime to just be like off the internet, but with my friends, you know? So I do feel like it would have to be like a 2-week excursion, just in New York alone. But then go down to Florida and then go see Shannon and then go see Mike Harlow. Mike Harlow would have me murdered if I went to Florida and then not see him. So there's that. I can't. Yes, a Zia and Courtney stream. Wouldn't that be so much fun? We would have to go get a trampoline. Oh my God. Well, collab with Kiki. Just wear each other's bras underneath. She doesn't own a bra. Did you say trampoline? I've mentioned this a couple of times on Zia's channel that her dollar amount goals, she should change them during the summertime. She should change them to trampoline and a kiddie pool. Wouldn't that be fun? I want to slip and slide. Oh, buddy. I want to slip and slide. I have to get a slip and slide. You guys want to see my slip and slide picture? This is probably the best picture that's ever been taken of me ever. So here I am at a slip and slide party. This is back in like 2011, 2010, 2010, 2011. Sorry, I just realized she edited my boob out. I don't know how I never noticed that until now, but I think I had a nip slip, and the girl that took all the pictures, I think she unslipped my nip and just took my boob out. Whoa, our new grill is home. $800 on clearance for $299. Wow. Yes, great picture. Thank you. They have slip and slide parties. We did. We had one at my friend's house. All you have to do is just be an adult with a backyard and friends, and then you get a slip and slide. He even it was really funny. The cover of the slip and slide. He drew a bunch of our friends on the box, and I was one of them. And it was really cute. What's that girl's at? You mean mine? But yeah, so you have to, if you want to have a slip and slide party, just be a grown adult and have some friends in a backyard and a slip and slide. So now I want a slip and slide. I want to have a slip and slide party. All right. I want to talk. I need to go back. Oh, wait, what? Give me all your money. Okay. So did you guys know Harvey Weinstein? What about food and drinks? That's what I mean. You do that at every party. That's just a given. How do you just like, I'll bring the dish soap. Yes. Oh no, I almost showed my foot. No. Did you guys see how white my leg is though? Look at that. See-through. Don't show your foot. Oh no. I showed my foot. That's a see-through leg. Should I put my socks on just in case? I'm scared. What if you see my feet? My legs are so dry. Okay. Anyway, my leg. That's another thing I need to do is I need to raise some money so I can buy some sunless tanner. So that I'm not a ghost when I travel. I don't want to be see-through. I need to get liposuction. Who can give me liposuction before June? Anyway, Harvey Weinstein. I don't know if anybody knew this. I didn't know this. So his charges were appealed. And so now apparently we're going back through it. Donate for moisturizer. Yeah, I need to get a new body lotion because it's not doing it for my legs. It works like just fine on the rest of my body, but my legs, woo! I'm gonna slap on some coconut oil and then wrap my legs in saran wrap. Why would we give you something you'll never need? I look like a friggin' Pillsbury Doughboy right now. I only have like 6 weeks to get myself into shape. Okay, I can't lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. All right, I need to get. Since Goodnight Mister says I don't deserve shorts, maybe he can get me some liposuction so I can fit into my shorts. What did Harvey Weinstein do wrong? To be honest, I'm not 100% positive. Like as far as like legally goes, because I like legal. What? Legally, I don't really know because I know that like morally there are a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, I don't like that. But I feel there's some things that I'm like, I'm not sure where the legal charges come here, but who am I? The women all consented. Yeah, this one actually sent me into shock when I was reading this. So this person, Lauren Conlon, I guess was in the courtroom and was posting some live updates of what was going on in the retrial in the Harvey Weinstein case. So sell socks for trip. Maybe I'll do that. That's not too bad of an idea. I will sell my socks. Okay, Harvey Weinstein opening statements are kicking off with Manhattan Assistant Director Attorney Shannon Lucy. Lucy started off by quoting Weinstein saying, "I don't take no for an answer." No context, though. Okay, I mean, not a great quote, but without context, doesn't really help. Lucy talking about how powerful Weinstein was and how he used his power as a weapon, naming the three accusers, Mimi Haley, Jessica Mann, and Kaja Sokola. Lucy is going into graphic detail of the allegations against Harvey. Lucy says the jury will see firsthand of Weinstein raped these women, made them feel small, and how they were no match for him. His power in the film industry and the fear of what may happen to them if they spoke out kept them quiet. Lucy is now going into the background of Weinstein's 3 complaining witnesses, starting with Mimi Haley. Haley lived in London for a few years working in production, working for a man named Michael White, who introduced Haley to Weinstein. There is a photo of Haley on the screen. Haley eventually asked Weinstein if he had any work for her. Oh, bad move, Mimi. Mimi, no. She met him at a hotel for what she thought was a business meeting. Weinstein gave her his cell phone number and asked Haley for a massage. Haley felt uncomfortable. A hotel room, not like at the hotel in the restaurant, but in the room. Oh, I don't like that. Haley felt uncomfortable and left upset because she didn't think he took her seriously. He eventually hired her for Project Runway. Okay, so she did give him a massage somewhere. I feel like it's okay. So he just eventually hired her, even though she said no. Did she say no? Okay. Yeah, I don't. This doesn't even like specify whether she said no or not. After PR wrapped Project Runway, Weinstein suggested they meet at a hotel. Oh God, I'd be like, fucking no. Haley let her guard down. Oh my God. Weinstein then invites her to Paris. What happened the last time you went to a hotel? Oh my God. And she declined. Good thinking. Lucy says Weinstein does not like the word no. Claimed that he showed up at her apartment trying to persuade her. He showed up? No. Feel like, what's her bucket? What was her name? What's her name? The hell's her name? The bitch that ruined Star Wars, not Kathleen Kennedy, but the other one. That weird square head looking thing. You know who I'm talking about? Isn't that her? The hell's her name? Wait, was it Leslie Hyland? Is it? Who am I thinking of? You know what I'm talking about? That square-headed bitch where her wife was in the Gina Carano? No, the bitch that ruined Star Wars. Her wife was in the Acolyte. She's a square-headed bitch. Gina Carano is not. Oh my God. Isabel alive. Gal Gadot wasn't even in Star Wars. Is anyone listening to me? Hold on. I think it's Leslie. Nope. Isn't it Leslie something? Okay. No. I think maybe she wasn't necessarily, I think she just works at Disney. It's the square-headed bitch. And she was okay, what's his name? Harvey Weinstein's, no, who was her? No, get out of here. Weinstein's assistant. No. Why? Ugh. This is her. Who is she? What's her name? Oh my God. This is the acolyte from Harvey Weinstein's former assistant. What's the implication when critical drinker, neurotic, Ryan Kendall, etc. keeps saying this when talking about the show? Why are you telling me her name? You tell me all these other people's names, but not her. Sydney Siwa isn't even a person. Who else has a square head? You're going to be so annoyed. Sydney Sweeney was never in Star Wars, was never Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant. How the hell can you be that retarded? I like you're saying, Surge cast of Star Wars. You can't help me out here? You don't want to help? Fine, don't help. That's fine. She wasn't in it, though. Her wife was in the Acolyte. It was Leslie Hendland. Oh, God. See, you guys all suck. That was mean. I didn't mean it. You guys are going to be so embarrassed when you see how square-headed this bitch is. You're going to tell me that's not a square-headed bitch. Look at her. Look at that lesbian. You guys are over here. Oh, Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot, no, is not a square-headed bitch. No. Look at that. Look at her getting ready to do the shocker to her girlfriend. Chetnesk, you're about to get banned. Hi, Sam. You probably would have been able to help me out with that if you were just here a few minutes sooner, but no. No, I had to struggle all by myself. And it was very painful. Okay, back to this. I don't even know where I was going with that now. That was really bad. Okay. After Project Runway wrapped, Weinstein suggested they meet at a hotel. Haley let her guard down like an idiot. Weinstein then invites her to Paris. She declined. Lucy says Weinstein does not like the word no, claimed that he showed up at her apartment trying to persuade her, to which Haley said that she knows his reputation. I'm surprised that Leslie Headland did not show up at that point. I've been here. I just don't know anything about nobody actresses in Star Wars. She wasn't an actress in Star Wars though. It was her dumb wife. You said Squarehead had something to do with Weinstein. Yeah. She ruined Star Wars is what I said though. She ruined Star Wars. Well, she didn't ruin Star Wars. She ruined the Acolyte, that's for sure. Anyway. Weinstein leaves, but invites Haley to an LA movie premiere, to which she accepts. Oh, stupid. Citing that she has a friend in LA she wanted to see. Haley was invited to Weinstein's apartment before the trip in Manhattan. She gets picked up by his driver, good Lord, and then finds herself alone with Weinstein at his apartment. Oh my God. Lucy claims Weinstein's demeanor changed and he began to kiss her and she pushed him off, but didn't work. Defense objected as Lucy described this interaction. More graphic detail about the alleged assault of Haley. Oops. No. I want more graphic detail about the alleged assault of Haley. Lucy says that Haley told her roommate about the assault, who says she should report it. Lucy claimed Haley was too scared to report it as she was on a work visa and Weinstein was too powerful. She wanted to move on. She still went to LA for the movie premiere, but said she did not go to the movie with Weinstein. She just saw her friend. Back in NYC, Haley and Weinstein meet again at another hotel, now at the Roxy. Why the fuck do you keep going to hotels with this guy? Mimi, oh my God, Mimi, for love of Christ. Haley went with Weinstein's assistant, Leslie. That's the thing, is I was mentioning his assistant. Anyway. Haley went with Weinstein's assistant to his hotel room, but his assistant left. Lucy then says that Haley was ordered on the bed against her will and was raped while she lay there like a dead fish, and Weinstein called her derogatory names. She still did not report this and still reached out to Weinstein for referrals and work. She pretended like everything was fine. Woo! Okay, so I've talked about this before. where, when something traumatic happens to you, your brain will trick you into believing that everything's fine somehow, some way, right? Like your brain will go like, oh, that didn't happen, or no, I was okay with this, or whatever, just so that you don't have to experience any more trauma. So I can, part of me is like, okay, maybe if he had reached out to her offering her work, I would say that maybe that might be a way, like her going, oh, okay, sure. But the constant agreeing to meet at a hotel is sign number one. Like, this bitch is out of control. But then she was reaching out to him. Like, I don't know. That just, I'm sorry, but that starts to like, no matter how much this could have actually happened, where you're like, oh yeah, he did rape me. No matter how much that, like, you did not consent or whatever, you're not going to persuade anybody around you to believe that that's how it was. You agreed to go to a hotel room after he had already made you feel extremely uncomfortable, and he even assaulted you. You're still agreeing to meet him in a hotel room, knowing what he's capable of. That's right there is like, no. You and your assistant can meet in a hotel, in a restaurant. We're not meeting in a hotel room. Are you freaking kidding me? Who does that? Somebody who's trying to fuck. But then on top of that, you are reaching out to him. If you're that traumatized by him, why would you be reaching out to him? I'm sorry. There's a point where, like, I can empathize with you to a degree, but I'm sorry, you're not going to convince people in power or people, even a jury, that this was non-consensual, when these are the patterns that you're showing, right? No matter how non-consensual any of these interactions were, you have to understand, like, these types of behaviors aren't going to convince anybody that it was non-consensual. It's just not. And that sucks. That sucks, but that's just how it is. No matter how much your brain is trying to trick you into believing that everything was okay, or that, oh yeah, no, I actually did want that, or whatever. You have to pay attention to what you're doing to put yourself, oh, I'm on a work visa. So, like, okay, don't reach out to Harvey Weinstein. Ask somebody else after he raped you. Is there somebody else that I can reach out to for work from now on? I don't want this. I don't want to work with you anymore. He's not the only one. You can find somebody else. Lucy goes on to say that in 2020, Haley was awarded $475,000 in civil claims. Lucy said that Haley does not want to testify because she's tired and even scared of the defense, and Weinstein defense objected, but she will testify. Lucy says we will see journals of Haley's, emails between Haley and Weinstein, diagrams of Weinstein's apartment, and we will hear from Haley's friends. Kaja Sokola, complaining witness background now. With her photo on the screen, she appears to be a Polish model and now a mother. Sokola won a modeling competition at 16 and went to NYC in 2002 alone. Oh, well, that under massive pressure from her parents. She should be suing her parents. Okay. She's working on her portfolio and was invited to the club Butter one night where she met Weinstein. Hey, that's where they hang out at on Gossip Girl. Or at least I remember Serena Vanderwoodson talking about that once, going to Butter. And I thought, high school students can go to nightclubs? That's weird. Anyway, Weinstein asked Sokola if she was interested in being in movies. She agreed to have Weinstein pick her up one night to discuss further. Weinstein stops at an office or apartment and says he has papers to grab. When they get upstairs, Lucy says that Weinstein told Sokola to take off her shirt. She then describes that they went to the bathroom and Weinstein groped her under her shirt and made her touch him as well. Lucy says that Weinstein ejaculated, but that Sokola was not aware. Oh, God. How much more of this do we want to read? Holy smokes, there's a lot. Excuse me. Lucy says we will hear from a Weinstein assistant who had to keep ED medication in his briefcase at all times. She also says we will see medical records of man who went to the doctor and told them she was suffering from anxiety as she was once raped. So I'm glad that I made sure to read that before closing out of it. I will say, like, a lot of people will argue with this, but when you're very young and naive, it's easy to make very stupid mistakes, like agreeing to go to a hotel room because you're thinking like, well, I wouldn't put somebody in a situation like this, so they're not going to do that to me. And when your brain isn't fully developed, you end up in very vulnerable situations. That first one, though, it just is like really mind blowing to me that he already manhandled her, and then she still agreed to be alone in a hotel room with him. ED medication. If someone had just taken away his pills, this entire saga could have been avoided. For real. Come on, assistant. You couldn't have switched those pills out with something else? Really? Come on now. I mean, the thing is, like, it does sound like some pretty terrible things happened. Unfortunately, though, remember who his assistant was, though? I mean, she wasn't his assistant the whole time, but she definitely was his assistant for however long. Yeah, should have switched out the pills with estrogen or Benadryl. Yeah, something. Should have switched him out. Hello? My God. Like, the assistant had to be fully aware of, like, the deviant behaviors. She couldn't, like, be a bit of a girl's girl and be like, okay, I don't want this. This is fucked up. Just switch out the pills. He's not going to know. What an asshole. It definitely does sound like something traumatic has happened to these people. It's just that, like, at the end of the day, though, that pattern of behaviors doesn't tell a jury or even like the prosecution, to be honest, but it doesn't tell anybody. Rewind. Sorry. The pattern of behaviors doesn't tell a jury that you weren't consenting to go to a hotel room with somebody. Like that girl, I'm going to tell you right now, that model, if she like going into this house or whatever, and then we went into the bathroom. I guarantee you, if he was like, hey, come into the bathroom with me, if she was like, what? No. He would have been like, all right, fine, but Carmen's here. Hello. We're just talking about Harvey Weinstein. Like, unfortunately, this is a case where I feel like I would just have to believe the victim outside behind closed doors in a way. Like, I just don't, even if I was on a jury, I would just say, like, I'm sorry, but this pattern of behaviors, what I'm gathering from this is that even though like that quote, oh, I don't take no or for an answer or whatever, it just seems to me like the series of events that we already read, there were times when somebody did say no and he was like, fuck. That like, so these people could have turned them down, but to like be groped by a man when you didn't want him to grope you and then agree to meet with him in a hotel room. And then after he rapes you, you then reach out to him. He doesn't reach out to you, you reach out to him so that you can work with him again. That doesn't tell me that what happened was non-consensual. It tells me that you were aware of what was going on and you wanted him around. That no matter what happened, it didn't bother you that much. And you wanted to continue to be around him. You wanted to continue to work with him. Like I get she was saying she was on a work visa and she was scared to ruffle feathers or whatever. Like that's fine. But why are you calling him? I've never heard of somebody calling their rapist and being like, hey, want to work with me? Do you have any projects for me to work on? You're going to tell me that you worked on Project Runway for however many years and you didn't meet a single soul while working there that could have connected you to anybody else other than Harvey Weinstein. You insisted on only working with him, right? There's just so many different things there where like, I'm sorry, but a jury is going to look at that and be like, oh, this doesn't seem, this doesn't seem like that she's not consenting. Agreeing to go meet in you meet in a public place for business meetings. You meet in a public place or an office building, not a hotel room. What are we doing here? Like, if you're having a hard time finding work and you're in America on a work visa, I'm sorry, go home. Just go back home for a minute, gather your ducks in a row and come back when you find something else. Some business transactions are done in hotel rooms. Oh. Hi. Oh, that's big. Oh. Oh, there's a tiny burp. Thank you. There's a little oink. There's a little oink. Oh, my baby girl. Yeah. Were you traumatized because you had to be home all by yourself for a few minutes? Yeah, that was hard. I know. I'm sorry. Hi, Choo Choo. Oh, Choo Choo got fat shamed today. Look at her little paw. She's just hanging out. What does that finger mean? Hey, she doggy. This one means a pee-pee, and then this one's a different kind of pee-pee. And they go like this. Yeah, not a good look. I'll admit, though, that maybe whoever this was mentally fragile and needed help, which is something I can't blame her for. And the thing is, like, it's not good for either party, really. It's not good. It's just, unfortunately, when there's evidence that looks as though she was still friendly with him and wanting to connect with him somehow, it's really, it really doesn't help the case. I think if I look at it from like, if I take away the legal charges, right, and I just look at it from like, I'm talking like friend to friend, He did something bad. He did something that was not good. He clearly did something that was traumatic to her. That's news to me. You said, what's the finger mean? I don't know. Now I don't know what you meant. I honestly, I feel like if something like this happened with a friend of mine, I would have to tell them, like, look, dude, unfortunately, there are things that you have to do after an assault. You got to go get a rape kit done. You have to report it as soon as it happens. Like, if you wait, it's going to look really bad. But also, there are already people that are going to give you side eye if you're agreeing to do something like meet with somebody in a hotel room. Now, granted, I'm 39 years old. Okay. I'm an old ass bitch. I'm already like fully aware, like no bueno. When I was in my early 20s, I was naive enough to think like, oh no, we just wanted somewhere to hang out. Not piecing together the implications. Okay. Took me a while to fully understand. Like, I had a light bulb go off actually, like when I was probably somewhere in my late 20s, talking to a friend of mine who went on a date with a guy. And then at the end of the date, she did invite him to go hang out in her apartment and watch a movie. And as she was telling me that, like, you know, he was trying to get a little fresh. And I was like, oh, well, yeah. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, look, this is not your fault, but going and hanging out, like watching a movie, especially after 10 p.m. In your apartment alone, that's not what it doesn't mean you're going to watch a movie. Like, you want to invite somebody to come watch a movie alone in your apartment, and especially after 10 p.m., you're not inviting them to watch a movie. Like, that's just like, I didn't make the rules. I don't like them at all, but I just don't I don't invite. I don't offer the invitation because I know what it leads to. I know what you're actually asking. And I think some people are probably just as dumb as I was when I was in my early 20s. It's just, especially, I don't know though. I just feel like when I was in my early 20s, I didn't interact with somebody as like a Harvey Weinstein type though when I was in my early 20s. So there's also that. I feel like when you're not, like, if you're dealing with some old man who is in that line of work, like, my first thought is like, I need an adult. Like, I would immediately insist, like, I can't meet with you unless I have somebody like with me. Like, I need my manager or my dad, something, to be here on my side because I don't know what's going on. We don't speak the same language. If we're going to be sitting here and talking, I'm not going to understand a lot of what you're saying. And so I need my dad. Well, he's just too high. Not my dad, maybe someone else's dad. My friend's dad would probably be better. But I need someone, preferably a man who's here for me to like help me out with that. Because I don't want to be alone in a room with you to talk business. That was a weird monologue. But I already had instincts like that to a degree. Like, the people that I interacted with were not on that level. So I was definitely very naive and would be like, oh, okay, whatever. And thankfully, like, things were fine. Sometimes I can be a little scary. And then people get nervous when the defenses go up. They're like, oh shit, uh-oh, she's going to stab me, I think. Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I just don't think that I would be. I would have to walk a mile in their shoes, and that's just not possible anymore because I'm not, 21, 22 anymore, but I don't know, stranger danger, something. Like, did your parents not teach you anything? Like, don't go I'm sorry. Look, this is very judgmental. This is all my opinion when I say this, but he looks like a rapist. He looks like a creep. And if he's already fondled you in the back of a car or whatever, like, do you genuinely think that going to a hotel room with him is going to be a good idea? No. I get it. You're still looking for work or whatever, but how is it that you never once asked him, like, are there other people I can work with? You've never met anybody else other than Harvey Weinstein that can help you get work in Hollywood while you're on a work visa? That's another thing that people are they're gonna be questioning stuff. It's not a good look. I think that something bad happened, but unfortunately, a lot of the decisions that she made don't help her case. It's the implication. Exactly. Thank you, Dennis. Hopefully other people understood that reference, or they're just going to think that I can't read. Now, hey, Frank's here. Finally. Just for fun. He looks like he couldn't buy a woman without a knife to her throat. That's right. That's how you know what he is. He doesn't look like a decent man. And I'm just going to say, I mean, like that kind of sucks, but sometimes you got to judge a book by its cover. But if you've already had an experience with him where he was fondling you and you did not want him to be doing that, agreeing to go be in a hotel room with him is just, I just don't know how you don't know that that's a bad idea. Honestly, at this point, I'm hoping that she has learned that that's a bad idea. Because it's a bad idea. Men who want to fondle you without your consent don't have anything good planned when they invite you to be in a hotel room with them alone. Thought that was something that went without saying. Did you see Chungus's eyes open? Yeah, she thought I was breathing in to cough. Why? Why does that scare you? Careful. Hi, Taco. It's almost time, I know. Thank you. Oh, they're so nice. That's so nice. Thank you. Look how sweet. She's concerned for mommy. Oh, Carrie, I guess you weren't here when I got sick. Back in February, I got sick. I was sick for 3 days. Okay. And I wasn't like that sick. There was probably only like one day that really like made me feel pretty tired, but I was coughing. I was coughing for 3 days. I didn't see Chungus for 3 days. She hid the whole time. She would appear for feeding, and she would appear when she heard the back door open to go potty outside. But then immediately disappeared. I couldn't find her. I had no idea where she was. Hi, Choo Choo. She refused to sleep in my room, and it was because I was coughing. As soon as I stopped coughing, she came right back. And if I cough hard enough, she'll get up and leave. At night, like if I'm laying in bed and I start to cough at all, because my throat gets really dry at night. If I cough, she just gets up and leaves. She just runs away. Easy to get blinded by fame. I thought he was going to really talk about my career. Yeah, I mean, there is that, the vulnerability of like, oh, you know, I was really like working on my career and I genuinely thought that he was going to help me and like support me or whatever. And like especially because he got her a job on Project Runway, right? Like, so he got her like a pretty sweet gig. It's just that they're like, how did you not know anybody else in the industry by the time Project Runway was over? Ever scare the dogs with a burp or a fart? No, just coughing. Me on my armpit? You're very sweet. I love you. I love you. You're so cute. Please don't lick my face. You just licked my armpit. See, she wants down. Oh, Penelope's sleeping on the pillow underneath the desk. Look at her dumb face. Another thing that's weird. Sneezing doesn't bother her. She doesn't care about the sneezing. It's just the coughing. So like, but when I breathe in to cough, it freaks her out and she'll run off. I don't understand. I love you. It's almost time for DINNER. Hi. Oh no. Does she understand how to spell now? It's not time. It's not time. Does she care about hiccups? Nope. No. It's just coughing. Achoo. Achoo. You're so cute. They're so cute. Honey, it's not time. Please lay down. Just a few more minutes, okay? What a dumb face. Show them your face. She's very cute. Show them everything. Show them your face. Why won't you look at the camera? You're so cute. You're so cute. I'm probably going to wrap up in a little bit too. Excuse me. Because it's movie night in Zia's Discord. We're watching South Park, and I love South Park. I love that movie. The sun is shining and the grass is green under the 3 feet of snow. I mean, this is a day when it's hard to wear a frown. Oh, the happy people stop to say hello. Get out of my way, even though the temperature's low. I thought the sisterhood looked out for each other. You think someone would have warned her? I mean, oh, I'm yawning. I'm getting tired. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, something. But it seems like everybody in that world is like, well, I had to do it, so you should do it too. Like, there's no. There isn't like there for the longest time there wasn't any like, hey, this is bad, it should stop. Hollywood don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's true. That's just how it is in there. They just the happy people stop to say hello. Get out of my way, even though the temperature is low. So yeah, that's where I'll be. I'll be in Zia's Discord, and we will be watching South Park. I love that movie. Last night, Fright Club was lying to everybody, claiming that Shelly is not in the movie. Somebody is on drugs. Shelly is in that movie. I know for a fact that Shelly's in that movie. I'm getting very tired. It's only 5 o'clock here. And I'm like, boo, sorry I was late. Sorry, my man insisted on feeding me. I need someone to insist on feeding me, even though I'm so fat right now. You have no idea the keg that I'm lugging where a 6-pack should be. It's a gas tank for the sex machine. I can get in Discord, just can't confirm, but I am in Courtney, so I imagine I can get into Zia's. Let's see here. Oh, the happy people stop to say hello. Get out of my way, even though the temperature is low. It's a perfect Sunday morning in a quiet little mountain town. Oh, what a picture perfect child, just like Jesus. He's tender and mild. He'd wear a smile with a more authority crown. Oh, what an angel with a heart so sweet and sure, and a mind so open and pure. I'm so glad we live in a quiet redneck mountain town. Oh, invites are disabled. I can't invite you, so. Good thinking. Okay. Burp, 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 burp. Anyway, so that's not going to work, but am I horrible for having limited empathy for the victims? Either you knowingly did it for the career perks or you kept your mouth shut for the same reason. There is that. I mean, and that's kind of where I'm at, where I waffle between like, okay, but you did it to advance your career. So, and then your career advanced. So what are we complaining about? But I also don't like the fact that that was the system that was in place, that there were many people out there that were actually talented, cough, cough, not Amber Heard. Okay. That didn't have an opportunity to have this career because all these women were just accepting that that's what you do to advance your career. And now they're complaining about it, even though their behaviors were also what caused so many other people to not have a career. And so like, there's a part of me that's like, well, the people who set the system in place, who are actually like running it, not the ones who are agreeing to it, but we're running it, should be punished, and that shouldn't be happening anymore. But then another part of me is like, but bitch, why are you complaining? You complied. You just went with it, knowing that other people had to experience this. And you didn't care. You didn't care about other people that were experiencing it. And you seems to me that you didn't really care that you were experiencing it. You just want to jump on the Me Too bandwagon now to get your notoriety. I mean, she got $475,000 or something like that in a civil suit. Yeah, it was an open secret back then. Everyone knew the indignation was phony AF. And that's another thing too, is like, so I don't know if I talked about this before, but I used to listen to the Girls Next Level podcast. It was Bridget and Holly on from Girls Next Door. They, were Hugh Hefner's girlfriends back in the day. And there was one episode where they both were talking about the first time that they had relations with him. And the way that Holly explained it, I was like, okay, there are very important factors here that obviously, like them being in place doesn't make me think this is rape. But if you were to remove those, this feels like rape. Like, oh my God. And but the important factors it was Hugh Hefner. Like at this point in time, and I'm an idiot. I was very naive. I didn't know jack shit, but I knew full well by the time that those bitches were becoming his girlfriend, I already knew in order to be Hugh Hefner's girlfriend, or pretty much anybody's girlfriend, but in order to be Hugh Hefner's girlfriend, you sleep with him. In order to be a part of the Playboy world, you sleep with Hugh Hefner. And so they were acting like so naive about like, oh, and I didn't know, and I was so uncomfortable. I'm like, you didn't know that you were gonna have to sleep with Hugh Hefner when he asked you to be his girlfriend? First of all, if somebody asked me to be their girlfriend, my assumption is that they want to have sex with me. Anyone, but Hugh Hefner, like it was very shocking to me. Like I didn't the way they described it. I was like, oh, this is creepy and very bad. I don't like it. But at the same time, it was Hugh Hefner. You have to. That just it's to be expected. Like, oh hi Shane. Just go ahead. What are we talking about? Oh well, Harvey Weinstein and Hugh Hefner. Let's see here. Okay. A gay casting director tried to Harvey Weinstein once. I was like, I don't do that fag shit. Yikes. And that's the thing is like the way that that girl was breaking it down, it sounded like these women said no to Harvey Weinstein and he accepted that. And then, but then like they didn't say no to him later. Like it sounds to me when they were trying to use like apparently he said, I don't take no for an answer. What it is that like, oh, you said no, that's fine. I'm going to keep asking until you say yes. Not, oh, you said no. I'm going to make you say yes, like right now. Because it sounds like when they said no, he accepted it. It's just that they kept saying yes. According to Jesus, you are not together until you join sexually. Fair. So you have to have sex with someone if you want to be known as being together with them. Is there new info about them? About Hugh Hefner or Harvey Weinstein? Harvey Weinstein, there's a retrial for Harvey Weinstein. Yeah. And in that trial, it sounds to me like they were allowed, there's no new information about Hugh. No, I was just referencing the podcast that Holly and Bridget do because they were talking about their sexual experience with him. I hate the people who claim consensual at the time. Oh, if you're consenting in that moment, you're consenting. I don't care if later you're like, well, I don't consent now. You're just regretting it. It was still consent. That's not fair to the other party to make them think like, well, a week from now, if they don't consent, then now I'm a rapist. Then here's the thing. If that is the type of attitude you have, do not have sex ever. It's not for you. It's not for you. If you take back your consent a week later, sex is not for you. It's just not for you. I'm going to tell you right now, if I have a situation where I consented and then I later regret it, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I take back my consent. No one's ever going to hear about it. I regret it. That means I'm too fucking embarrassed to let anybody even know that it happened. You think I want to turn around and be like, well, yeah, I consented to it. No, I already said I regret it. My God. Now I'm going to admit that I consented to it at one point in time? Hell no. That's embarrassing. Do these people not have any shame? Oh, yeah, I regret this, but I'm not too embarrassed to be like, oh, I consented to it. I just regret it now. What? You're just doing some self-reflection and you realize that was a bad mistake. You just have to chalk it up to a bad mistake and don't tell anybody because it's embarrassing. It's like you literally have to record people agreeing to stuff. Well, the crazy thing is like these people that go like, oh, well, you can take back your consent later. So you can openly admit, yeah, I consented to it in the moment. I just don't consent to it now. It's like, no, you're just embarrassed. You just regret your decision, but you don't understand humiliation and shame. So like you willingly tell people about an embarrassing experience that you're having and that you consented to. And you think that you're going to wash away the embarrassment by being like, well, yeah, I just don't consent to it now. No, you're embarrassed. That's it. You're just dumb. You're dumb and embarrassed. What an angel with a heart so sweet and sure, and a mind so open and pure. So on that note, the thing is that everyone and their mom hates Harvey Weinstein. So it seems to me that he's probably going to be found guilty anyway, because there's not a soul on this planet that doesn't know who he is, and also hates him. Like I said, I don't like the system that was in place that he was enforcing. I feel like that something needs to happen there anyway. Okay. I don't like it. However, it just seems to me like these women were agreeing to something, and were even if they feel like they were, victimized somehow, some way, like they were still making decisions that don't look good on their part. And there are certainly I get the idea that they were essentially doing things that they didn't want to do to further their career, and it's you benefited from it way more than anybody could when it comes to experiencing abuse. So like, sit the hell down. Don't be doing all that. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. All of this is really stupid if I think about it. Like, I don't like what he did, but I don't like what they're doing either. I agree with none of it. Let's send them all to jail. Let's just put them all in jail. I don't like any of you. Okay, you don't belong in society. You're all degenerates, and you're all idiots. Can we just do that? I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country. There you go. Oh, donated money. Excuse me. Excuse me a moment. What an angel with a heart so sweet and sure, and a mind so open and pure. I'm so glad we live in a quiet redneck mountain town. Hey, pal, man. Isabella live. Excuse you. Thank you. Oh, come on. Just PayPal. Morgan, thank you for the $10. He said he says a fitting outfit for the pool and plane tickets. Yes. Give me your money so I can go to New York and I can buy myself one new outfit when I go to New York, and also feed myself when I'm in New York. And also, if right now it's only for like 4 days, but maybe we can make like a month-long trip where I can go to New York and then maybe to Pennsylvania to see Olga for a brief time, and then also go to Florida and see my Carlo and Shannon. How much would that cost? I haven't looked it up. Help. I know actresses who would have loved the opportunity to throw it at Harvey Weinstein to get a big role. And there's also like speculation on Jennifer Lawrence, because she hasn't really said anything about it. And like Lindsay Lohan even was like, look, leave him alone. He didn't do anything, whatever. I feel like there already were people that were like, yeah. whatever. This got me a role. Cool. I think that's fucked up. That's crazy. But also, like, if you're willing to do it for a role, all right, go for it. I'm not. I don't want to bang Harvey Weinstein for a role to act in a movie. Gross. I heard his penis is like disfigured or something weird. Ew. Sorry, I'm like knocking into the microphone. Oh, we have a lot of Pennsylvania people, huh? Interesting. What if it was 2 roles? No. Not a disfigured penis. Would you bang him to run Star Wars? No. I'm annoyed now. Speaking of Star Wars, I'm annoyed. I think I'm gonna have to watch episode 3 of the of Andor. Because there's this like argument back and forth of like implied sexual assault or something like that. I don't really know. But like, what did we think that Jabba the Hutt was trying to do to Princess Leia in Return of the Jedi? He wasn't trying to have no damn tea party, okay? Like, he was definitely trying to rape her. There was implied sexual assault going on there. Like, it was honestly, at first, I already thought that like that was what was going on. He had her chained up by her throat for crying out loud. Okay. So people are trying to say that this is the first time there's implied sexual assault in Star Wars, which I disagree, but I now need to figure out how aggressive is it? Is it worse than what we saw in episode 6? Because if it is, then I have some problems. Because I already wasn't really a big fan of any of that anyway. I really, but I feel like it at least was done well enough that it wasn't like super in your face, I guess. But we could just do without that altogether. Would you deal with Squarehead to get on Star Wars? What do you mean by deal with? Are you talking finger blasting or just like put up with her? Because I'll put up with an annoying hag if I have to, if I get to run the show. Leia was not naked, but because Jabba didn't like her tits and ass. That's weird. What an angel with a heart so sweet and sure. All right, McGuinevere with $4.99. Come visit me. I'm gonna be away from the dogs for a very long time with this trip. If I'm doing all the whole East Coast, just the whole East Coast. What an angel with a heart so sweet and sure. Anyway, I'm super tired. I have to feed the dogs. Why not bring the dogs? Are you fucking insane? No. Oh my God, no. Courtney, you're going on a trip. I'm trying to plan a trip to the East Coast in June. The dates are tentative, and there's something very exciting happening that I cannot talk about just yet. But when I'm allowed to say it, I will, and I'll probably start a. No, I'm not bringing the dogs. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will not bring the dogs. I'm not bringing them on an airplane. Most animals die when traveling on airplanes. But Chongus doesn't like other people. So like bringing her around other people just so that she can bite them. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. And then on top of that, she's going to be stressed out the whole time. I'm just basically just going to be like stressing out the dogs the entire time, risking their death. Like it just is terrible. A road trip. A road trip. You think I have the time, money, and energy to drive across the country? People, let me leave the dogs behind. They will be, trust me, they will be so much happier. They like it. They like it here. Okay. They already have somebody that takes very good care of them when I'm gone, and they'll be perfectly fine. Maybe what we can do is set up we can set up live streams, and I can have my brother like put them on a live stream while I'm gone. We'll get him a green suit like Nightman, and so like you won't even see him, and he'll just hold the dogs up in front of the camera. Oh man, I was thinking about bringing some equipment with me though. Use a doggy cam to watch them on your phone. Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, that I would only do that for like my own personal viewing, because I don't trust it. Like not, well, I don't know. We'll just set up a little dog cam situation or whatever, and there's a kennel-free boarding place we used to use that had cameras you can watch online. Cute. I'm just not paying a place to have them boarded. I get free services. When I do it this way. So anyway, so I'll set up a give, send, go when it's time to have, like fully plan the trip when I know the exact dates and can actually say what's going on. She's dead. Oh, wait, watch. What an angel with a heart so sweet and sure, and a mind so open and pure. Oh, Jongus, choo choo, choochie choochie. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Frankus with the $20. My birthday's June 27th. If you're in New York, then I'll allow you to take me out to dinner. Oh, well, now we need more money so I can pay for. Frank, you're going to have to send me more money so I can pay for your dinner. That's how it works, right? Why did you wake her? I'm just telling you, she's not dead. Honey, what? Why does that scare her so much? My baby dog. I love you. Kiss? Not on my face. You licked my armpit. She's a roadblock. Yeah, she's a big giant speed bump. Baby dog. Yeah, so the dogs will stay here, but can I help you? Do you need something? Oh, they're so cute. Whoa, that was very cute. It's 15 minutes past her time. So I should probably just wrap this up, huh? Get this all wrapped up and maybe grab something to eat real quick, and then it's movie time, movie time, movie time, movie time. Anyway, so there we have it, everybody. The Karen Reed trial is an absolute disaster. Lori Vallow has been found guilty of murdering Charles Vallow. Justice is served there. And I don't know how to feel about this Harvey Weinstein case. I'm very conflicted. Normally I would just say, rape is bad. Okay. But like something is a little fishy here, and I don't really like it. It's one of those things where, I feel like if I was their friend, I would be supportive of them and the weird emotions that they're going through. But, legal charges just don't seem very just, but that's really not the world we live in, is it? Okay. And the girls that dated Hugh Hefner were dumb if they didn't think that they were going to be expected to sleep with Hugh Hefner. So, also give me all your money so that I can go to New York. I've never been. I've never flown across the country before. So the idea of like an 8-hour flight also is nerve-wracking, but that's all right. I'll figure it out. All right. Anyway, that's that. So stay tuned. We'll have another stream tomorrow. What are we going to talk about? I don't know. But we'll see. Until then, just remember, nobody likes to do trust falls alone. Okay? Bye. I guess that just means we're having to do this again. Oh, no.
To an end, stars are fading, lights descend. Thank you for this time we spent. Memories shared, hearts will mend. We had such a great time here. Laughter, love, and moments dear. Every smile, every cheer. Now it's time to disappear. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Walking out until daylight, city's glow turns into night. Hold these moments nice and tight. In my dreams you'll shine so bright. Every goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, brace. I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you.